Hello, gang. I am trying some Pilsners today. I got Mary from Farmstead. Dropped off from a friend. Thank you very much. And I'm just finishing, actually, a Pilsner brewed, about an hour's drive or less from Farmstead is Schilling in northern New Hampshire. I'm drinking their Alexander. And this one is actually from a growler that I got at a local restaurant. So it's not super fresh, but the carbonation is still looking really good. And it's tasting very good. It's got a little bit, I'm betting this beer might be, 6 months old or something like that. But Pilsners should be fine at 6 months old. So it's lost a little bit of the more bright lemony qualities. It's a little more herbal and dark. But this is the very last pour of the growler. I'm still getting a nice cap foam on top. And the mouthfeel is pretty full. It's only 5%. So we'll see how it compares to Farmstead's Mary. So same sort of idea. I guess they call this a German style Pilsner, whereas the one I just drank was a Czech style. So German style ones tend to be paler and drier and more hoppy and bitter than Czech Pilsners. Czech Pilsners are often decocted where they take a portion of the mash, the unfermented beer out and boil it intensely to sort of caramelize some of the sugars. But with this one, they might not do that, the Farmstead one. But I've had Mary many times before. Just haven't done a review. I really should have. And that looks pretty darn nice. Last time I had Mary, I think it was when I was at Armsby Abbey in Worcester, the only place in Massachusetts that always has Farmstead on tap. And I had Poetica, which is the version of Mary that's aged in oak barrels for a while. To try to sort of be like what old-fashioned, old-world Pilsners may have been, actually in 1850, when every beer that was shipped somewhere was going to end up being aged in a wooden barrel for a while. And I actually liked the fresh Mary more than the Poetica. I just like a fresh, simple, clean Pilsner with a good, fresh European hoppy note to it. And I'm betting that's what this one will have. This is pretty pale. Not super 100% straw yellow. A tinge of an orange color in there. The head looks really nice too. Yeah, Pilsners sometimes have the best head retention, especially if they're made very well, and that looks very nice. I don't believe this beer is naturally carbonated through the spunding process, which is what Notch and Jack's Abbey does for a lot of their awesome lagers. So this is canned on 420, I believe. Yeah. Or 428. It definitely has more interesting floral, honey, spicy notes than the Schilling did, but I think that one is probably literally or close to like 6 months older than this. This smells really good. It's like being in not an orchard, but in an arboretum or something that has all sorts of different types of flowers and grasses that are all very nicely aromatic in their own way. Wow. Very hoppy. And what's interesting about Farmstead's Pilsners is that they give them a 3-month drink by date. But with their hoppy beers, they give them like less than a month, or like maybe a month and a half or something, or even less than that. And this one, yeah, it's very potent right now. Wow, it's a little bitter. Mm. But I'm really experiencing every aspect of fresh Bavarian hops. If you really want to know what Hallertau Mittelfrüh tastes like, get this beer. It's almost a berry-like thing. It's woody, not quite wicker chair like you might get from some English beers and English hops, but it's similar to that, and berry-like stuff, apricot-like, almost dried apricot, like dried fruits. It's not juicy, fresh fruits, but dried stuff, dried spices. Everything is dried. And a pretty substantial mouthfeel. But woody, I guess, is the big thing. That's why some people might not be a huge fan of this one, or at least this batch. But the bitterness isn't overwhelming. I'm a fan of it. Mm-hmm. Still a very nice beer. Deserves a very high rating, I would say. I don't know if Hill Farmstead is a master of the lager style, but I'm a big fan of it. And I wish that they would do 6-packs of this and make it cheaper, maybe, so it's not like 4-pack tall boys that are the same price as their 6-pack IPAs. But who really cares? I'm just rambling on. But it's a Pilsner that's unique and worth